So here we are
Yeah. Now,
at the Gorilla.
let's peel back the curtain a little bit here.
A little bit, because I'm in a different costume. I have more health than I did a minute ago.
Now, we actually got up to the final boss. Like, not at the final boss, like the boss door, basically.
Yeah, basically.
But something like we must have kicked a wire like after we came back from getting food.
It was like the comical technical difficulty screen.
Yeah, it's like that Killer Zez screen when Brian gets hit by a truck and pushes a unicorn in the field.
Yeah, exactly. That's.
So we recorded a bunch, went off fine, went to get food, came back. Like I said, we must have stepped on a wire wrong or something because our audio was unsalvageably awful, and the way we record at the moment, it's on the video game's track too. So.
Oh, okay.
So we lost everything from the middle of this boss fight on.
So, the way this game is designed...
Yeah, the best
we
part...
cannot levels... The best part for you, because you didn't have to do anything.
I just texted you, I'm like, hey, could you go redo this, please?
Yeah, you cannot level select, there's no... The saves are... The saves are fine, but it's just... I basically had to replay this entire game over. Up until this point.
Yeah.
So... That wasn't fun.
I mean, it's a good game, and you like
it is a good game, and the game is normally fun.
How many times have you gone through?
Oh my god, so much.
You beat it once by yourself on the normal setting.
I played through to about this point on hard mode.
Okay.
Then I played through the entire game again on normal with you.
Uh-huh.
People just won't believe that because they didn't see it.
Yeah. Well, no, you beat it once on normal.
Yeah.
You started playing it about halfway through on hard.
Yeah. A little more halfway.
You played it almost to completion with me on normal.
We were at the final boss. We were just like open this door and it's at the final boss. And we were like, you know what? Let's get something to eat before we do this.
And then you replayed in the week since I saw you. You had to replay 100% of it what we did on normal again,
which is about like 60-70% of the game.
So you've owned this game for probably not that long, and you've played it almost to completion 4 times.
Yeah, you'd think I'd be better at it.
I don't think you would know what the story is about.
I don't think that's possible. Let's be honest here.
There is a lot of text we're not reading.
That's true.
So, but I mean, if nothing else, I'd say you're getting your value out of this game.
Oh, that's true. This is like a $10, $12 game. I'm certainly getting my value.
You don't play $60 games this much.
That's true. That is absolutely true. You know why? They're not worth it.
Yeah.
It's really in these cheaper games, that's where you get your value. This is where the developers really put their time into.
Yeah. This is a passion project.
Exactly.
Because there was no reason to make another Strider game.
Nobody was asking for it! But you know, you don't know what you want until you have it.
No one was asking for it. Strider himself as a character just wants to be left alone most of the time.
Yeah, he killed his sister, and he's like, you know what? I just want to be left alone, and now they're sending me into a third world country to just kill people for no real reason.
I still think that he is going for himself.
Yeah?
Because I don't think he doesn't work for the Strider people anymore.
He doesn't work for the Hueyus anymore?
No, that's his name.
I know.
Damn it. Like, whatever stupid ninja military organization makes Striders, he got pissed off at them and quit. But he still has all of the training and gear and shit, so he just doesn't like... I'm telling you, he just hates this place. He hates Neo-Russia.
So he was just like watching the news one day at like his log cabin.
Yeah,
where
and
he chops wood angrily.
And he's like, well, fuck this.
He's like, no more.
He goes, gets a plane ticket, and flies over there.
You think he got a plane ticket? He came in on a hang glider. I think he hang glided in from America.
Why do you think he's from America?
Like from China or...
How could you hang glide?
I assume he's Batman.
Remember the time Batman went to that other country to abduct that guy and then bring him to the police station in America?
No. Was that that Frank Miller thing that they had to change because it was too racist?
It was in like Dark Knight, I think.
The movie?
Yeah. Remember, like, they were trying to get that, I forget who it was, like some businessman with mob ties or something, and Gordon's like, well, he's in Tokyo. We can't get him. So Bruce Wayne's like, huh. Then it shows Batman attacking Tokyo like he's Godzilla. And he just abducts this guy and ties him to a lamppost outside Gordon's office.
Nice. Oh my god. Are you familiar with JonTron?
The robot or the YouTube guy?
The YouTube guy.
Okay, yes.
The robot is terrifying.
Oh god, I know.
God help the man who created
He's
him.
basically this...
May
this,
God have mercy on your soul.
He's basically this ape that Strider's fighting.
I know. But, no. He put out the greatest video I've ever seen. It's like a minute and a half long. I'm a huge fan of his, but this may be the best thing he's ever made.
Yeah.
It was in response to Conker being in, Project Spark.
Yeah.
And it was just like him watching the Microsoft panel. It's like, oh, Project Spark, that looks interesting. And then Conker comes out. It's like, what? Conker? Are they doing a new Conker game? What? And then like it said Conker, featured character in Project Spark. And then the Microsoft Studios logo comes up, and it says Microsoft. Actually, fuck you. And he just starts laughing. He's like, ha 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 ha, and like crying, and then he starts coughing up blood, and he's like, and just all this crazy shit starts happening. It's the best. I love it.
Now, are other characters going to be
Just
featured in
Conker.
Project Spark?
Just Conker.
So
So
it's-
far, just Conker.
So it's not even like, oh, there's going to be an assortment of characters you might recognize in Project Spark.
I'm
It's
guessing it's Conker characters, like probably his girlfriend, but maybe the alien
So, you know,
that you
this
fight
ma-
at the end.
This makes it even worse
I
that it's
know.
not a Conquer game.
I know. It's so much. And then at the end, it shows a gravestone of Banjo-Kazooie and Conker.
This is like almost worse than the Assassin's Creed people saying female character, we just don't feel like it.
Yeah. No,
Because, like-
no, it would be too hard. It would be too hard.
It's
But
like
it wouldn't.
it's like, but like with this, it's like they took all of the pieces of a Conquer game, didn't put them together into a Conquer game, and just published it anyway and called it something else.
Yeah.
You're gonna buy like 10 copies.
No.
Yeah. You beat the monkey. Now cut that guy's tubes. Make
I'd
sure he.
destroy the internet if I did that. You know it's just a series
That's
of
true.
tubes.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
What?
Who's this guy? We've seen all this before.
We haven't gotten this far. Us?
Yes.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we just said we did.
Oh, I forgot.
Are you joking?
No, I honestly forgot.
We did this a week ago.
Yeah. Oh man. I'm in the moment, alright? Oh yeah, the monkey fell down the hole. Oh, that's right. Okay.
You remember that part because last week you probably also said, "Oh yeah, monkey fell down the hole." God.
That is the kind of thing I would
Oh my
say.
god. This isn't like us trying to be funny. This is genuine stupidity you getting right here at Epic Ghost Punch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You can't make
Oh,
this
that's our
stuff up.
channel. That's right. No. Oh, man. Also, I want to throw out there, because I don't think it survived, but we named the Robo Panther Linkso for that weird Thundercats
yeah.
character.
That name survived. I don't
I
know.
don't think so. I want to make sure we got that out there.
Okay, just in case. Just in case.
Just in case.
That was good. That may be our best moment on this channel.
Thank God it's gone forever.
It's that guy whose face doesn't match his face at all.
I swear to God, he does. Why is his face thing blue?
Different costume.
Oh, all right.
I unlocked a different one. You want to see that one too?
Whatever. Sure.
I'll show it to you after this.
Is it all exactly the same except it's a different color? Is that
Pretty
because you
much.
had like a green one?
Yeah.
You had like this puke green one.
I didn't unlock the green one this
Thank-
time.
Oh, good.
He has what you need, but getting it from him won't be easy.
So, did you watch the Super Best Friends react to E3 stuff?
Yes.
Which one am I wearing? I think I'm wearing Kuga. Yeah, this is the one I'm wearing. Do you like this one better?
Is it just like black and white?
It's what
I
I'm
guess?
wearing. This is
Well,
it.
well, yeah. Sure, go with it.
Okay.
Because like there is so much. It was pitch black in there, so I wasn't sure if it was just like a straight up black and white costume.
Yeah. That's how I saw the Nintendo conference. I loved it.
my god. And like it's one of those things where like I watched the Nintendo conference pure,
Yeah.
and like there were moments where I'm like, oh god, shut up, stop talking, you're missing this cool thing. But like since I talked to you last, I did go back and I watched the Sony and Microsoft ones.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw, I wrote about it on Facebook.
I did not see. I haven't been on Facebook in months.
Yeah, it's like email, right?
Like,
Send you a
who
letter.
uses it?
Send you a letter.
I know, right? You might as well.
But like it's, and I can't imagine I have anything new to say about this. But like,
Let's hear your take on it. That's what people come here for.
like, oh, it's the core of the earth again.
Yeah.
I remember that too. Like Microsoft, there was so like Microsoft and Sony have both had so many like
It was
CG
just
trailers.
Business.
Well, like I have both of them put out so many CG trailers that they just kind of gel together in my brain, and I can't like, with the exception of the Master Chief Collector's set,
yes.
I could not tell you any game that Microsoft announced. And the only reason I remember the Master Chief one is because it's named after their most famous character.
Yeah. That's the only reason you know it's Microsoft.
Yeah. And like I'm sure that they if I looked at a list right now, I would go, oh, okay, there's that and that and that look cool. But nothing stands out, which means like, okay, their press conference was there to advertise what's coming and get us excited about it. Didn't really work out because I can't think of anything they announced.
Yeah.
I mean, I vaguely remember there's a zombie game where someone is jogging, and I vaguely remember there's a zombie game where someone dresses like Capcom characters. I have no idea what those games are called or what they're about.
Dead Island 2 was the one where someone is jogging,
Okay.
and Dead Rising 3 is the one where we may be playing that soon.
Okay.
That is a Xbox One exclusive, Dead Rising 3.
But yeah, they did infinitely better than last year, but they still didn't leave an impression. Sony, you know, their high point was No Man's Sky is amazing.
Yeah.
I already knew about that game,
See, I didn't know about that game, so that was amazing to me.
but yeah, like that's one of those like I don't know when it comes out, but as soon as I get a PS4, I'm gonna be like, okay, can I buy this now?
Yeah.
And I'm fairly sure it was them and not Microsoft that talked about Batman. I don't know.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, but
That's a problem.
other than that, it was just like there was so much downtime talking about like corporate shit, and like
I know.
they did this whole stupid I'm going to read fake fan mail.
Oh god, that was terrible.
And
I hated that.
it was just there's so much bull, and it was 2 hours. Their thing was 2 hours.
Oh, this is lava.
Don't worry, your cyborg parts can withstand temperatures up to 87
He's
Kelvin.
a super robot ninja. No, what did he say? Damn it.
Super fighting robot.
He's a super fighting robot fighting to save humanity.
Super fighting robot. Strider Man.
That clip is amazing. You have to watch it. I will show that to you.
I will. But yeah, so Sony's
I don't know what I'm supposed to
Sony's whole thing was like it was 2 hours,
There it is.
and half of it was just a guy in a business suit talking to me about shit I don't care about, and I was left unclear about
Yeah.
the whole Sony TV thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
I still think Sony. I did not like Sony or Microsoft's.
Yeah.
I still think Sony's was better than Microsoft's because
Yeah.
it's a battle for second place. Let's be honest.
I
Neither of them were good.
mean, if they were the same length, and by that I mean if they were both as long as Microsoft's, and you got rid of the majority of the Sony suit stuff,
Yeah.
I think they would have been basically the same.
I think it was just because Sony announced new stuff. They announced more new stuff that I didn't know about. The only stuff that Microsoft announced that I didn't know about was in that like 30-second montage of indie stuff,
Yeah, which
which
when
I
you
thought
talked
was insulting.
when you talked about it, I hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah.
So I had that mindset of, well, you know, at least they're giving stage time at E3 to these little indie guys or whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's like, when I'm thinking about how I remember nothing
Exactly.
But I do kind of remember that they had that montage of indie games, of which they went by so quick, I remember nothing.
Yeah.
Like, even if they...
But Cuphead, remember? Because I pointed it out.
Yeah,
And I was
even
like,
then-
focus on Cuphead. Cuphead is great.
Even then, I don't remember that until you bring it up again.
Yeah.
It's like, even if they had just rattled off the names of these games,
Yes.
or kept them on, instead of keeping them each on screen for 3 seconds, keep them on for 5 or something. So yeah, they were both kind of like, whatever. Nintendo, not even counting all of the stuff afterwards, their thing was less than an hour. And in that amount of time, they announced more new games than Microsoft and Sony put together.
Mm-hmm.
They had gameplay footage for everything, except for the open world Zelda, because that's still far away.
And that was still, it still looked better than half the stuff that the other two announced.
Like, a few episodes ago, I spent an hour rattling off a list of the things Nintendo...
You spent more time than their conference.
I transcribed their conference to you in real time. And I had the revelation that gameplay footage makes me connect with it more.
Yeah.
Because, like, it doesn't matter, like, okay,
They just had this conversation on the Super Best Friend cast.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't get to it yet. I'm sorry.
Alright. Yeah, a new episode came out last
Yeah.
night. But
It was why are CG trailers bad and why is gameplay footage better?
Well, maybe this is where they're going, so you can tell me.
Yeah.
But my thing is, like, when all you have is a CG trailer that may or may not look anything like the gameplay,
Mm-hmm.
it's just another animated short, you know?
Yes.
Whereas, like I now know exactly what, Yoshi's Woolly World is going to play like when I'm playing it, because I saw gameplay of it, and as someone who wants to buy a game to play it, I'm going to care way more about that than seeing some cool-looking CGI cinematic.
That's basically exactly what they said. They said, when we get gameplay footage, there's no mystery about what it's going to look like. That's what we're going to be spending our money on. That's what it's going to look like. That's what we want. CG trailers, it could end up looking like anything.
Yeah.
They use the example of Final Fantasy VII, where the trailers looked amazing, but gameplay looked totally different. Which, Final Fantasy VII is still a great-looking game, but, I mean, if you just look at the trailers, you're getting a whole different experience.
Yeah, I mean, as it is, I'm more excited about Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker
Yes.
than I am about anything coming out of Sony or Microsoft. And I'm only moderately excited about Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker, but I have a more fundamental connection to it as a gamer who wants to play fun games, because I actually have some concept of what that game will be like to play. Whereas I don't have that connection to that new Zelda game that they're making, but I can forgive that because A, they don't make bad Zelda games,
And Hyrule Warriors.
and B,
Although that does not have the Zelda title, so I can forgive it.
you're gonna play it though.
I'm going to play it because I love this channel.
And B,
And I love our fan.
I don't even remember what B is gonna be anymore. I did look it up because you're a jerk. They announced Hyrule Warriors back in December, so
Oh, so it has
It's-
an 8-month period
That's
of
when-
gestation?
that's when they announced it. They could have been working on it way longer than that.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, how long they're working on it really does matter.
No, I agree. But whenever, usually a game gets announced 2 years before, it comes out.
Which I think is kind of a mistake, because then there's that initial, oh man, I can't wait for this to come out. Then a year goes by for me to lose interest, and then they start talking about it again. It's like, well, you might as well have just started here.
No, I agree. That may be a mistake, but that's just how it works.
Maybe Nintendo's going against the grain. Maybe they're reinventing the industry from the ground up, god damn it.
I hope they are, but they're not gonna do it with Hyrule Warriors!
Unless it's the greatest game you've ever played.
It won't be. I played Dynasty Warriors last night, it was awful.
Yeah.
He will be too.
And Justin came over. I told you, my buddy Justin. I told him this off camera. My buddy, there's no camera here. My buddy Justin came over the other night to help me play through Strider because at this point it's a chore. I love this game, but I've just been playing through it so much, it's too much of a good thing. So he came over to help me out, and I told him I never played Dynasty Warriors, and it seemed like it wasn't my type of game. So he said he would help me out with this if I gave it a chance. He brought over Dynasty Warriors 7, which in his opinion is the best one.
Okay.
I hated it.
Now, so Dynasty Warriors, from what I understand,
come on.
is this. It's basically the same game every time, but sometimes they'll cross over with different franchises. Like I think they did a One Piece
Yes.
one and all that, and they're never quite what you want them to be. But like everything,
The One Piece one is good.
everything that I'm seeing and hearing is basically comes down to Nintendo won't allow them to
Yeah.
fuck up a Zelda game.
If there's gonna be a good one, it'll be this one.
Nintendo will either force them to fix it or they will kill the project.
But I don't know. I haven't liked every Zelda game.
Yeah.
So
Did I tell you the other night I pre-ordered it?
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm gonna play it.
Free two-way
We've played
shipping.
games that I didn't like before.
A,
We played.
a witch. That's fair.
We've played games that I didn't like before.
You know what's funny?
What's that?
I haven't counted it out, but I'm fairly certain that even though we've been airing Colonial Marines for a while, and I just started posting Strider.
Yeah, I
Strider,
watched the first episode of Strider.
Strider may finish first.
Really?
Yeah, because it's gonna. Well, I mean, it's gonna take. Because like, up until this point, we only have 10 episodes of Strider.
Okay.
And Colonial Marines is going to take until the middle of June or July to finish.
Okay.
So Strider may end up finishing right around or before Colonial Marines. Yeah!
I hate this puzzle.
Is it a puzzle, really?
Not really.
I
I have
thought
to
you,
remember these.
you did it super quick the first time. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I don't think I told you. So after we finished Colonial Marines,
Yes.
I was thinking to myself, H.R. Geiger's, he passed, and I haven't seen any of those movies since, in probably like 10 years. Of course, I saw Prometheus in the theaters, that's not the same thing.
That's not the same. It was just vaguely inspired.
Yeah. But so I'm thinking, maybe I can find that box set of the Alien movies on Blu-ray or something on
That'd be
Amazon.
cool.
Like find them cheap. Without looking for anything, someone in my Facebook feed posted a link to an Amazon sale where it was like the Alien, like all 4 Alien movies in a box set, Blu-ray, and Prometheus.
Were they a fan of the channel, or did they just think you'd like it?
No, they didn't post it like to my wall. It was
Oh,
just
okay.
in the newsfeed. They just saw this and posted it on Facebook.
That's awesome.
And so it was the 4 Alien movies in the box set plus the Blu-ray of Prometheus. And normally this would be like $90 plus shipping, so like $100. Amazon was selling it for $20 with free shipping. So I have that now.
Awesome. Did you hear about the world's largest game collection being sold?
Yeah, didn't it sell for like $700,000
Yeah.
or something?
750, I think.
Man.
It's like, what games do you have? Oh, all of them? Okay.
Was it just games or were we selling like consoles?
Consoles, too.
Man. If you have a collection that large, what would motivate you to get rid of it?
$750,000.
That's true. That seems like one of those, I'm going to devote my life to this kind of things,
Yeah.
and then you just get rid of it. Seems kind of weird.
$750,000.
Yeah, I guess.
That's the answer.
That job market is tough right now.
That's true.
I wonder what it would be like. Like, I can't imagine being in that position. And, like, what would be an acceptable, like, at what point would I stop saying, I could get more than that,
Yeah, it's true.
How far back, like, is it every video game ever made? Like, what did he
Pretty
have?
much. Like, I feel like they were talking about it on the show, on Super Best Friend Cast, and they said, like, it's easier to say the ones I don't have. So he must have started at like the Atari or Jesus. I know there's some that came before that. I just can't remember, and I'm sorry. That I feel bad about that.
Was this like handheld stuff too? Or-
Yeah.
Jeez. Because I saw the article. I didn't read the article. It's one of those where I read the headline. I'm like, I don't need more details than this. I saw the picture of the guy holding like a giant check or something, and it's like,
Is it one of those comically large checks?
it might have been. Probably not, but I like to remember
Yeah.
it that way. The whole.
Like Happy Gilmore. I don't care. Give me one of the big ones.
But it has less money filled out on it. Shut up, it's bigger. And showed like his shelves upon shelves of games, and he's just standing there with a huge smile, like, ah, money.
I can't hear you over all this money.
Now the question is, if you're that guy, do you buy any new games for the rest of your life?
Oh god, that's a good question. Do you think he? Oh man, I don't know. Like time to start again.
I mean,
PS4 and Xbone just came out. Good place to start.
I mean, reacquiring the old stuff is out of the question.
Yeah.
Except maybe if you have like a few, like if there's like that handful of games you love more than anything,
Yeah.
and like you can hunt them down on eBay or something. But
Maybe he sold it because like there are so many digital games now. It's impossible to get them all.
yeah,
You gotta catch them all, you know.
yeah, you do. Oh my God. Okay, so on April Fool's Day, Google Maps or Google Earth or whatever did this thing where like you could find Pokemon all over the place.
That's awesome.
And there are people that went around and found all of them.
Okay. 151 or every single
I
one.
don't care. But like the people who found all of them this week, well, as we record this week, Google mailed them business cards that identify them as Pokemon masters.
That's amazing.
Or Pokemon trainers, I forget. It's basically, there's the Google logo somewhere on it, and there's like a big like partial big Pokeball in the top corner, and it has your name and stuff, and they give you like 10. It's not enough to hand out to everybody, but you'll have plenty.
Oh, I would hand them out.
But that's
God, this
cool.
is that move I never found out how to avoid. Damn it!